still right now, aren't you? I'm starting to get pretty tired of having you around, if I can be perfectly honest. So what do you say? Would you mind just getting lost and never coming back for a while? I would really appreciate that, actually. You're so annoying and just bother me so much. You don't act like a mother. You're just an annoying roach that I just can't get out of my house. You're so gross. I wish I didn't have you as a mother because you're beyond useless.
What kind of horrible way is that to speak to your mother? You really have got some nerve, do you know that, Rihanna? Why would you treat me like this and kick me out of my own home? And this is my house, so I will stay here for as long as I like, thank you very much. How dare you even tell me to get lost? Who do you think you are? You're my daughter, and you can't speak to me like this.
You're saying that this is your house as if it's some huge fancy deal, do you know that? But I think that you're forgetting something very important. This house doesn't belong to you. It's only Dad who lets you live here. And you know, you really should be so much more grateful to him for all that he does for us, but especially you. But instead, you just lounge around doing nothing all day. Like I said before, you're useless as a mother and also a wife. Honestly, I would be embarrassed to live that way like you do. Don't you realize how cringy you're being? I really do think that you should just disappear and never ever come back. It would make my situation a lot better.
Look, Rihanna, I understand that both you and your father do not like me very much. You both obviously have something huge against me, which makes me feel so terrible since I really don't know what I could have possibly done. I don't understand this whole situation at all. But I think that you two aren't taking into account all the work that I do to take care of this family. I really put in so much effort to be there for you guys. I've always been as supportive as I can, even when you both treat me poorly. I never gave up on doing that. So I just wish that I could get a little more recognition around here for what it is that I do for us all. I've had to sacrifice a lot for this family, and it feels like no one seems to see that at all. I'm so over of being treated like dirt, Rihanna. In fact, to be perfectly honest with you, I have no idea where all of this hate even came from. I mean, I have no idea why you seem to have it out for me so badly. The older you and your father get, the worse it gets for me. And I just don't get that at all, Rihanna.
You really don't get why I hate you? Then again, maybe someone like you just couldn't understand something like that. But when I grow up, I'm not going to be some useless housewife like you. I'm going to be a woman with my own career and who can take care of herself. I'm going to show you and everyone else around us that a woman can be truly independent and actually be a superior leader. That's what I intend to do. Janice, you're so weak and so inferior compared to how women should be these days. But living under the same roof as you is just really not good for my motivation at all. I mean, how am I supposed to want to strive for my dream when the only other woman in the house is you? You're just some weak housewife that does nothing to contribute financially to this household.
You really don't have to say things like that, you know? Besides, I hope you know that I'm not just a housewife. There is way more to what I do than what you're saying, Rihanna. And you do also know that non-paid work is also as important as paid work, right? I've done both of those positions. I have a job that earns me money that I use to contribute to this family, and I don't think you're being fair by overlooking that. You really don't seem to pay attention what I do for this family, and it makes me feel insignificant. And that's unbelievably unfair, Rihanna.
You really want to call what you do work? You only do the work that a grandma could do. But either way, I don't want to end up like you at all. You seriously think that the job you do is important? You're an absolute joke, Janice. What seriously makes you a successful woman, huh? And what's more, I don't even think of you as my mother. You are nothing to me. You're just a burden on everyone here. You're a burden to my father, you're a burden to me, and on top of all of that, you're a burden to this planet. You don't contribute anything.
I don't know what happened to you, Rihanna. You used to be such a sweet and cute little girl. I really thought that I raised you well. When did you think it was all right to talk to someone like this, let alone that person being your own mother? But as you got older, I just don't know what changed for you. And I certainly don't know where you learned to talk to me in the way that you do. I've never shown any of my negative emotions towards you or treated you badly. I thought that I was doing the best that I could as a mother. But if I had to take a guess, it probably all comes from your father. And I can't blame you wanting to get close to him, even if it meant ganging up on me. Your father has gotten away with way too much crap over the years, and I guess it's my fault for not calling him out for it. At this point, I really don't know what can even be done about the situation at all. But still, it makes me sad to think about how my daughter is toward her mother. I really wish that you would treat me with more respect, kindness, and just be empathetic, Rihanna. I just want you to know that you're still my precious daughter despite all of this. You're my flesh and blood, and that'll never change no matter what. But I just want the fact of you speaking to me like this be realized by you, and that you notice that it's so wrong.
Excuse me, are you illiterate or something? Did you not read the messages that I was just sending you? I didn't want to have to read any of that. I just want you out of the house. You're literally dragging this out way more than it should be, and I'm sick of you talking all the time. Must you keep going on and on about how I talk to you? You are literally trying to throw me off, aren't you? You're so sneaky, yes? You're trying to delay me actually forcing you out of this house. I'm not stupid, Janice. You better watch what you're doing, otherwise I'll make this so much worse for you.
Well, I'm sorry, Rihanna, but I have no intention of going anywhere anytime soon. Do you understand me? I live here. I deserve to have a roof over my head, and I need to be here. You have no power in throwing me out of the house that I've lived in longer than you've been alive. In fact, I would be worried about school and your own life than being concerned about trying to get rid of your own mother. You have other things to think about, and you need to concentrate on that and not me, all right? Think about your personal life, Rihanna. After all, graduation is coming up pretty soon, isn't it? Have you thought about what you're going to do next? Have you looked at what kind of career that you want to do? Will it be related to your degree? Don't you think those things are more important than what you're trying to do?
Of course I already know what I'm going to do next. Once I graduate high school, I am going to go to college. I've already made up my mind about where I want to go and everything, so it's just a matter of waiting now. I don't know why you're so concerned about all of this when I made my decisions months ago. Like I said, I'm not going to be like you and be satisfied just being able to stay at home like you do. I'm not going to become a burden on my future family. I'm going to make a good living and be rolling in riches. I'm going to climb up the corporate ladder, and I will be a boss. I will have so much power, no one will say no to me and what I do. But I think the person that I feel the most sorry for out of us all is Dad. I just have no idea what he was thinking marrying someone like you in the first place. Like, if we think about it, what on earth did he ever see in you? You're so weak-minded. You can't make decisions without someone's input. You're literally the most pathetic woman that is ever to exist on this planet. I mean, you're basically completely useless, and all you do is exist to eat food and take up space. Why in the world did he ever want to be with you? He must have wasted so much money on you since you have contributed nothing for the past 18 years of my life at least.
Okay, I have had just about enough of this, Rihanna. You need to stop sending these kinds of messages right now. There's only so much that I can handle, and you've crossed the line too many times in this conversation. Your words are so hurtful and cruel beyond belief. After all, you should know that the whole reason you're able to live in this house and the whole reason you'll be able to attend college is thanks to me. What I've done for you throughout your entire life has been because of me, as I'm the parent who actually cared. Your father doesn't care, he's only out for himself. I haven't said anything about this to you before, but your dad has been telling you nothing but lies. I think that we might have to have a family meeting soon, especially you and I. You won't believe what he's been like for your entire life. You've got to believe me. He's so conniving, Rihanna.
The only person lying around here is you, Mom. Do you really think that you're going to set me against Dad that easily? Of course you would do something like that, considering I'm the only kid that you've got. We're not as stupid as you think we are. We actually have brains, if you didn't notice. And we both know the truth. We both know that you're nothing but a little parasite who does the bare minimum around the house and then act like we should be kissing the ground that you walk on. You're not a queen, Janice. You think you're royalty and you can do no wrong, but it's far from the truth. So if you're really not going to leave the house and never ever come back, then the least you could do is learn how to take care of the house. You need to pick up the pace in your cleaning and cooking. Your breaks should be non-existent since all you do is spend time on your phone. You're to do all of my laundry, all of the chores that I'm supposed to do, and also clean up after Dad. You need to do way more, and if you don't, you'll be on the streets. You deserve that. Oh, you should be so lucky to be here and be grateful.
You really just have no intention at all of showing me any respect, do you? Or kindness? What's wrong with you, Rihanna? I can't believe the way you're talking to me. This is disgusting behavior, and I've had it up to here with you and the way you're speaking.
After all that Dad has told me about the real kind of person that you are, I don't see why I should have to respect you one bit. He was so right about you and how you've been nothing but a lazy wife and mother. I know for a fact that he's right and you're wrong. I just wish that you would leave already so that Dad could finally get the break that he so deserves. But once I find a good job, then Dad and I are really going to kick you out and he'll be so proud of me. He'll see that I can accomplish anything and that I'm strong, especially compared with you.
You two really have no idea what is going on around here if you think that is how any of this is going to work. You both are far from being right. You both can't get away with this kind of behavior for long. You may push my buttons, but I don't intend on budging, all right? But now that you've said all of this, I really do think that we should have a family meeting before you graduate. I can't talk about this on here since everything will come off as misleading to you and you'll think I'm lying, which is crap. I'll talk to your dad about setting one up and let you know the details soon. Just focus on school and stop talking to me like this. Maybe you'll actually perform better if you just concentrate on your studies, Rihanna. Oliver, are you there? I think it's about time that we talk about what is going to happen to us because I'm over the way that you and Rihanna are talking to me. I need more clarity rather than being put into an uncomfortable and depressing position. I can only deal with so much, and neither of you are making this situation easy for me. I mean, Rihanna is about to graduate from high school, so I think that it would be a good idea for us all to sit down as a family and talk about where we all go from here and what the plan is. I think that'll be the best idea, and then we can get everything out in the open. So we need to do that, okay?
What are you talking about? Why in the world would I want to waste my time having a conversation like that? What are you, some kind of idiot? Who would want to hold a family meeting with a woman who can't accomplish anything in their life?
Excuse me? Did you really have to say that to me? And just what makes you think that any of that is idiotic? I think having a meeting is going to help us rather than hinder us. Why would you deny me the opportunity to call a family meeting for, Oliver? Don't you think you're the one being a bit of an idiot?
If you can't figure it out, you're only proving my point, you know? But what I'm trying to say is, why should we have to waste our time talking to an old hag like you? How dare you call me an idiot, you stupid cow! You've got some nerve taking it this far. You got no right to talk to me like that. I'm the man. Only I'm allowed to talk this way. I really can't believe that you think, after almost 18 years of marriage, that you still think that you can control me like this. I gave you those years of my life just like I promised, and this is how you repay me? You question all the things that I do and say? You're such a joke, Janice!
When we got married, it was because we both wanted it, Oliver. And I hope that you can appreciate how different the circumstances are from now compared to then. You've changed so much, and I don't know how, but maybe I just didn't really know the real Oliver. In fact, given all that has changed since we got married, I would have thought that you'd smarten up and show a little more gratitude towards me. I carried our daughter for you, and I did so much in the house whilst I was pregnant, and you were going out to work and then drink. How can you not think ahead? I've done so much for both of you, and this is the least you could do for me. Please cooperate with me, your wife. You need to do at least that much, all right? But even if you don't want to do that, we still need to think about what we're going to do after Rihanna graduates.
What are you talking about? What more is there to talk about? Rihanna is going to college and that's it, right? There, I just saved us a couple hours of some boring family meeting. We don't need to hold one at all now. I save time and so much effort, and also don't need to see your face going on and on about some random crap.
I really think that there is more to talk about than just that, Oliver. But Rihanna tells me that you don't even want to face me. How can you be like this when we're married? Come on, Oliver. You need to be more cooperative and actually be a decent father, all right?
Yeah, that's right. But if I'm not there, then Rihanna probably won't believe a single word that you even have to say to her. You acting all high and mighty now isn't gonna work. She loves me so much more than you, and for good reason. In fact, I think that out of the two of us, I'm the only one that she actually recognizes as a parent. I know that she doesn't really think of you as a mother at all. You think you're so tough in calling a family meeting? You're so delusional. You're actually crazy, Janice.
Ugh, it's like no matter who I talk to, I end up talking to the same person. I really just don't know why I even bothered to try with you two. You don't listen, you don't seem to care, and it just makes me think there's not much point in trying anymore. I'm not trying to act tough. I'm telling you that I want to be heard by both of you. But if you both are going to act like this towards me, then I have my own idea of what should happen. If we can't be around each other without shouting, saying curse words, complaining, and just bullying me, I don't know what's going to happen, Oliver. You really need to wake up to the situation.
Just what is this brilliant idea of yours, huh? Because something tells me that you already know that there's nothing you can do at all to make either of us do something that we don't want to do. You have no power over us, and your influence is next to zero.
I mean, you two both seem to think that, yes. For the past 17 years, you have both treated me as if there is nothing I could ever do to stand up for myself, when that's not true at all. I thought that all of this was just a phase, but now it's getting worse. I shouldn't have to stand up for myself with my own family, but I do. But do you have any idea how that's been for me? To spend that many years of my life being treated so awfully by my own family? Do you have any idea what you've put me through? You've both been emotionally and mentally abusing me. I should be able to report both of you to the authorities, but I can't, as I love you so much. I only let you both get away with doing that out of a kind of love one can only have for their family. But now, I have had enough out of the two of you. This is just hate, discrimination, and foul behavior. This verbal abuse. I'm over it. I'm done. Don't I deserve respect? Don't I deserve kindness? Don't I deserve love from my husband and my daughter? I do! But I don't see any of that at all. It's so unfair, and I've cried so many times during the day at how to deal with this. I hardly sleep. I'm on edge because of both of you. You two need to start showing me a little more respect around here, or else you both are going to regret it. Do you understand me?
I really can't with you. You actually think that you're gonna make us regret doing anything? That's too funny. I mean, what can you even do to us? You're powerless and have no backup from anyone. All you have is us. That was your mistake all those years ago. Don't think that we can't just get rid of you with the click of our fingers. You're nothing but a middle-aged nobody. You couldn't make us regret anything even if you tried. But don't worry, Rihanna and I both know that you're just scared of being abandoned by us. You're so frightened of being alone for the rest of your life. So if I were you, I'd keep that in mind while you make your plans. So you can complain all you want about the way we treat you, because even after Rihanna does go to college, you'll still be here. You'll never leave me because you're nothing without me, and even your daughter. You're a nobody without us. Janice definitely doesn't exist without us.
You really have no idea what's going on here at all, do you, Oliver? Honestly, I wish you would just take a couple of minutes to think about this rationally. How we're living like now doesn't have to be like this, Oliver. We can all change. We can all do better with this life. I am going to give you one last chance. Can we please just talk about our futures and what we want to do with our lives now that Rihanna is about to graduate? I'm not kidding right now. This is your last chance to talk with me rationally and calmly. Do this, if not me, at least for your daughter.
You must really think that you're special if you think you can talk to me like that. I don't care how many chances you've given me, I've already given you my answer. The answer is no. I don't need to talk about any of this, and neither does our daughter. She told me what she wants, and she's going to get it. When are you going to learn that you're a nobody in this house? Nobody listens to you, and we're certainly not going to do what you say just because you're getting a bit stupid about it. You really think things will change? Well, I'm going to make sure that things stay the same as they are now. In fact, you know what? You keep saying that you have your own ideas, but I have a few ideas of my own, so what do you think about that? I have so much influence in my life that there's no way that you could even take over. You're dreaming if you think you can overpower me, woman.
And just what are some of these ideas of yours, Oliver? Because somehow I don't think that they are going to be good ones. You're all talk and no action sometimes. You're just lying to yourself and you're lying to me. You know what, Oliver? I'm not going to let you lie and overpower me anymore. I know at least I'm trying to do this to save this family. You've just been trying to destroy it for so many years. In fact, I recommend that you think long and hard about what you're going to say next, because I will make you regret being more rude to me. Things won't go well for you if you let this marriage continue like this. I'm not going to let you abuse me anymore. Hey, are you going to respond to me? Are you even reading these texts? Are you seriously just going to ignore me now? Or just not reply to me? How dare you be like this towards me?
That weird lady was bugging me again. Ugh, I wish that she would just leave me alone already. What is the matter with her? How can you just let her stay in this house for so long? Dad, you really need to do something about this. Stop messing around so much. I get you're busy, but come on, you have duties at home too.
Rihanna, what's the matter? What's got you so upset? What woman are you talking about? What did she say to you? She didn't say anything horrible to you, did she? Are you talking about Janice by any chance?
She was acting as if it was all thanks to her that we were living in this house. She told me that you were lying to me about all that you told me about her. This is all crap and I know it. I'm smarter than that. She's got to be lying through her teeth right now. But I know that she's the liar. There's no way that my own dad would lie to me about the kind of person that my mom is. I know that my mom is the bad guy here, not you. She's trying to manipulate me into believing her. She must know that it's not going to work, right?
Did she really say all of that about me? I'm so sorry that you had to go through that. We really need to think of what we can do about her. She needs to be taught that she can't talk to you like that, especially when you're almost an adult. Don't worry, it'll be taken care of, Rihanna.
I know! It really just isn't fair for her to act that way at all! Especially when you work so hard for us all the time! All that horrible woman does is use us! She just uses us for her own gain! I can't believe that she's turning on us like this! How dare she act this way! I mean, even I put in money that I earn from my part-time job towards certain expenses for the house, but Mom doesn't do anything at all! She's just a heavyweight chained around our necks! She just drags both of us down, Dad. Don't you get that? You can't let her get away with all of this. She'll take over, and then the house will be hers. We can't let that happen. Dad, you've got to do something.
I really don't think that you should be getting that mad about her, though, Rihanna. She's just trying to do what she thinks is best for you. I think the best thing to do right now is to calm down and not take anything she's saying to heart too much. I also just want you to know what a huge help you've been to me. I mean, unlike your mother, you've actually been helping me keep things running around here with the chores, house expenses, and all that sort of thing. And I hope you know how grateful I am to have you as a daughter. I just know that you're gonna make an amazing adult when you grow up and enter the real world. You'll be a great worker who's gonna work hard and make sure people stay in line. You'll have such a good life with the attitude you have.
Aw, thank you so much for saying that, Dad. I just know that you're the only person who understands and the only person who I can talk to about this. You know me so well, so I'm glad that I can get your guidance throughout this difficult situation. And I also know that as long as I live, I'll never ever be able to forgive that woman for what she's done to us. I am seriously starting to reach the limits of my patience with her. She is driving me insane, Dad. Janice is such a stupid and inferior woman that says so much crap that I don't care about.
I know what you mean. I hate the influence that she's had on you, and with just her presence in this house, I know that it drives you insane. I do understand what you're talking about, dear daughter. Don't worry too much for now, okay? So I think it's about time that we try and do something about this mutual problem of ours. Let's see how we can fix this situation. How about we get together and try and do something about it?
You know, Dad, I actually have a couple ideas about how we could deal with her. I'm sure you'll agree with me when it comes to the ideas that I got in mind. Janice won't see what's coming to her.
Oliver, are you home right now? I'm outside the front door, but my key doesn't seem to be unlocking the door. What's going on here? Why isn't my key working? This is barbaric! Have you got something to do with this? Wait a second. What's going on here? Is the lock broken or something? Why can't I get in the house? Are you kidding me right now? I've got a lot of stuff to do today, and I really don't have a lot of time to be messing about like this. If something happened or you changed something, then you should have told me earlier. You are at home right now, right? You need to tell me what's going on this instant. I need to know. What are you doing to me, Oliver?
I don't see why you're trying to get inside the house, Janice. As far as I'm concerned, you don't have any business coming back here at all. As from today, you're not allowed to walk through that front door without either me or Rihanna being around.
Excuse me? And just what is that supposed to mean? What did you do? Can't you just let me in? Why are you doing this to me? This is my house too. I've lived here for a long time, and you think that changing the lock is going to change that?
No, I can't let you in. In fact, Rihanna and I have decided that we don't need you in our lives anymore. So the closest that you're going to get to talking to us is through these texts. I've changed my mind. You're not allowed in this house ever again. What do you think of that? I really did hope that we would be able to work this out, though. But it just became clear to me that no matter what I said to you, you just weren't going to learn or change. You think everything is about poor you and that everyone should feel sorry for you. Well, I don't. That's when I realized that we really just weren't meant to be together at all. But I hope that this experience can at least lead you to reflect on your actions. You'll be single now for the rest of your life, and there's nothing you can do about it. You'll die alone!
Is this supposed to be some kind of joke or something? I hope that for your sake it is, because you are not going to get away with kicking me out of my own home. What you're doing right now is stealing. There's no way I'm letting you get away with this.
Well, I'm afraid that you're a little late to say all of that because we've already done it. We changed the locks and everything. There's no way that you're getting in here. Unless, of course, you were to get on your hands and knees and beg us to open the door for you. Then we might be able to think about letting you back in here.
I really do not have the time or energy to be putting up with this kind of nonsense. You need to let me in. I've got every right to be here, and you both are making the situation even worse than it already is for me. Stop this madness, Oliver. If you want to try getting away with something this stupid, then you can be my guest. But I'm not going to stand here like an idiot and take this from you. I'm smarter than you are, and you can't drag me down to your level anymore.
That should be what I'm saying! After all, it's Rihanna and I who can't stand being around you at all! That's why we changed the locks in the first place! Don't you get that, Janice? You shouldn't be here anymore! We're kicking you out whether you like it or not! I've put up with you in my life for more than 17 years! You don't think that I'm tired of standing around and taking your crap day in and day out? Why don't you just take the hint and get lost?
Okay then, fine. If this is really how you want to do things, then I'll go and never come back. Then where will you be without me, Oliver? You can't cook, clean, or do anything that I do that kept the house in top condition. You're so stupid for doing this.
Finally! If I had known that it was going to be this easy to get rid of you, I would have done this a long time ago! All I needed to do was change the locks and stop you from coming in! Why didn't I think of that in the first place?
I still just can't believe that you're doing this to your own wife. How could you just kick me out of the house like this? I've sacrificed so much for this family, especially for you, my husband. But I guess you're really nothing to me anymore. My love for you disappeared many years ago. I just stayed because of our daughter. I mean, I knew that you were stupid and reckless, but this is really just taking things to a whole different level. I can't take any of this anymore. You're just so irresponsible. But it'll come back and bite you one day, Oliver. Just you wait. So then, what do you want to do if you're kicking me out? Does this mean that we're getting divorced? You said that we're no good for each other anymore, so is that what you want? Tell me, be honest, since you're such a good guy when it comes to speaking the truth anyway.
You still just don't get it, do you? I've been putting up with you for almost 2 decades now. You have no idea how much I've been holding back and how nice I've been. You should be thanking me.
If you think that you've been patient with me, then I really don't think you have any idea just how much I feel the same way about you. I've got the patience of a saint since you started acting up. You're one to talk, Oliver. But fine, if you're really not going to change your ways or apologize for this, then I don't really care what happens to you at all. You can live with your choices and I'll live with mine, but at least I know mine are the right ones for me. But what about Rihanna? What does she have to say about all of this? What is she going to do with me gone? Do you really think that she'll cope with her mother being around, supporting her emotionally and mentally? Are you going to stand up and be a proper father to her?
You think that she ever needed you to succeed in life? She's my daughter, and she doesn't even think of you as family. Don't you worry about her, because she isn't worrying about you. She doesn't care what happens to you, and she says good riddance.
I see. Well, I really would like to hear that from Rihanna herself. And she says the same thing as what you're telling me. Well, then I suppose that will be that. I'll remove myself from your lives since that's what you want. I think that you might have already heard about this from your dad, but we're going to be getting a divorce soon. He's also gone to the extreme of locking me out of the house and all that sort of thing. And anyways, I was just hoping that you and I would be able to talk in person about exactly what this means. It would mean a lot to me if you just made the effort to see me in person and hear what you both have done to me. Not only that, but since your dad and I are going to be splitting up, I wanted to ask what you wanted to do. Do you want something to do with me? Do you want me out of your life? I'm asking you this, not your father.
What are you talking about? What do you mean, what do I want to do? Do you really even have to ask something like that? I mean, we changed the locks so that you couldn't get in. Can you seriously not just do the math for yourself? In fact, you should know that I was the one who suggested that we make it so you couldn't get in the house to Dad.
Wait a second. Rihanna, please tell me that you're not being serious. Did you really suggest that? Do you really think that all of this was the best idea for all of us? You're actually kidding with me, right? Why would you do something like this? I don't understand. What made you think this was a good idea? Did you seriously suggest this to your father? How could you do something so cruel to your own parent? Rihanna, you're being so horrible.
I already told you all about how I feel about you, Mom. I told you that I was never going to become a woman like you and that even just living with you was hard on me. Not only that, but Dad and I both agreed that you were just having a horrible effect on both of us, so we thought that the only way to get rid of that effect was to get rid of you. Isn't that great? You know that I'm really clever, yeah?
I can't believe that my own daughter is talking about me in this way. I really just don't even know what to say. I'm at a complete loss for words. How dare you treat me this way? I grew you. I gave birth to you. I was always with you as a baby. But fine. I guess that I should have seen this coming. And so I suppose that if this is the way that you really want to do things, then I'll stop talking to you too, since that's what you really want from me. But I'm only going to go through with this if that's something that you really want. I'll cut myself off from you and your dad and won't be there ever for you two again.
Finally! How many times have I already told you about how badly I wish that you would just get lost already? Why are you even wasting my time with this conversation? Just go away already!
Okay then, I'll do just that. But please don't come back to me later saying that I didn't warn you, because like I said earlier, I am not going to lift a single finger to help you when things really start to get bad. And that means that it will just be you and your dad who have to deal with the consequences of this.
Hey, you answered the phone right this instant. I am serious. Where do you get off ignoring all my calls, huh?
I'm sorry, who is this? I'm afraid that you might have the wrong number. I've not got this number on my phone, so I actually don't have a clue who I'm speaking to right now. Can you tell me who you are and what you want?
Is this funny to you? Do you think I'm here to read whatever jokes you've thought up? This is serious and you need to start acting like it is. I really do not have time to be dealing with your nonsense right now. I don't even want to be having this conversation, and yet here I am.
I'm so sorry, Rihanna. It was just a little joke. After all, I told you that I would leave your lives if you really wanted me to, and you said that you did. So I just don't understand what you're doing texting me like this. What could you possibly want to talk to me about? Even your dad has been blowing up my phone and with calls and angry texts. Is everything not going well for the two of you?
You know that things aren't going well here. Why is there a bulldozer parked in front of the house? You're not planning on having the house torn down, are you? Because Dad said that he got a call from some construction crew this morning who said that this is exactly what they are here to do. You have got some explaining to do.
Well, you do know that that house does belong to me, don't you? You do know that, don't you? Oh, wait, let me guess. Your father was talking out of his butt and said it was his, didn't he?
What are you talking about? What is that even supposed to mean? There's no reason for my father to lie to me about anything, only you! You need to tell me what you're talking about right now!
I mean that it's my house and I own it, so I have the right to do whatever I want to do with that house. Everything that belongs inside and outside that house is in my name, Rihanna. There's a thing that you do when you buy a house, and that's a deed. And since you don't own the house, you don't really have any right at all to be complaining about any of this. All you are is a kid that knows nothing about what adults talk about. You just shout and think that everyone will pay attention to you. Well, people don't like that.
How could you say that? We're your family. You're really just going to tear down the house and leave us with nowhere to live? What's the matter with you? You can't just do this without talking to us about it first. What is your deal?
You were the one who said that you didn't even think of me as family, and I'm telling you that it's my house and I can do what I want with it. Honestly, I think I spelled it out for you quite well in that earlier message, so I'm not quite sure what's not clicking for you. What part of the fact that I own the house don't you understand? Because once you get that, the how and why of the house being destroyed or sold or anything becomes pretty easy to understand. Are you sure that you're going to be okay in college when you can't even wrap your head around basic concepts like this?
You know that that's not what I'm not understanding here. Besides, you think that I'm just going to fall for a lie like that? I know that Dad owns this house. That's why we're living here and you're not.
I told you before that your dad was lying to you, didn't I? I know that you didn't believe what I was saying, but it really is the truth. Your dad has been lying to you ever since you were born. It took me so long to figure it out, but I can finally have the courage to say he's a big fat liar. In fact, your dad doesn't even have a job. He's completely broke, and I've been paying for us all for a long, long time. I'm the sole reason you have a roof over your head, Rihanna. Your dad is no hotshot career guy or anything like that. But still, it really is so sad what your dad has managed to turn you into while I've been working hard to take care of us all. He clearly fed you so many lies and brainwashed you so severely that you couldn't even acknowledge the reality around you. I tried to wake you up and tell you the truth, but I guess it took me going this far to make you finally realize.
What are you talking about? You're not making any sense at all. Do you really think that I'm going to buy all of that? I mean, you think I'll believe that Dad doesn't have a job? That's just not true. I know that Dad is out working hard every single day to provide for us all. And I also know for a fact that you are the one who is nothing but a leech on this family. It's all your fault that we're always running out of money. You're the reason why we live on such a tight budget.
I was wondering when you were going to say something like that. Man, you really did buy everything that your dad told you, didn't you? But I guess maybe he told you so many lies that he started to believe them himself.
I still don't get what you're saying. Can you just stop talking in riddles and tell me what is going on here?
I've already explained it all, but if you need me to repeat myself, your dad is a bum and I've been paying for everything for all of us for years. But now that you've kicked me out of the house and said that you'd never want to see me again, I refuse to give you any more help.
But that can't be right. I mean, Dad came to me because he said that you were spending all our money. That's why he had to ask for some of the money that I was making from my job.
And you actually gave him your hard-earned money? You're an even bigger sap than I thought, Rihanna.
You're saying that Dad lied to me? No, this can't be right.
Let me take it all the way back for you. 15 years ago, I caught your dad having an affair behind my back. It was a woman from his office, and he was fired for it. You must have only been around 2 at the time. He promised to try and rebuild my trust in him by the time that you turned 18. But he didn't follow through at all. He stopped looking for a job soon after that. Instead, he started dedicating himself to turning you against me. I guess he thought that I wouldn't be able to touch him if it meant it would hurt you too.
This can't be real. Please tell me this is all made up.
It really isn't. He's been out of a job for years and years now, but I guess you were giving him some spending money.
This can't be happening. You're lying. This house isn't yours and Dad works hard for us.
Well, I would recommend asking him yourself, but you might want to start packing what you can and get out of the house. It is going down today, whether you like it or not. As for me, I've said just about all I have to say on the matter, and since you know the truth now, I'd appreciate it if you refrain from contacting me. You two have a nice life together. I'm sure you'll have lots of fun without me in it. I hope you don't get into any trouble, but whatever you do, that's on you now. I'm not going to be around to bail you out anymore. I'm done. After that, true to my word, the house was demolished later that day. Rihanna cornered her father, and he confessed to everything. Rihanna and her father were left without a home, and Rihanna without any money to go to college. Meanwhile, I moved into a nice condo in the city, and have never heard another peep from either of them after I blocked them on everything.